Pakistan's military just got more power in the country with yet another amendment, and Pakistanis are furious about it, with some saying that the move will only prolong the army's iron grip. They now want a natural death for Army Chief General Asim Munir so that they can get rid of him, just like the country has gotten rid of democracy. Hello and welcome to The Print. My name is Debdutta, and in today's episode of Go to Pakistan, we discuss yet another amendment in Pakistan and why it has made the military more powerful. Pakistan's government on Monday passed a series of contentious amendments that will extend the tenure of the country's top military officials, including the Chief of Army Staff General Asim Munir, from 3 to 5 years. Many Pakistanis resorted to humor to express their anger over the army becoming more powerful. Now, while one user on Twitter shared a picture of General Munir meeting US Secretary of State Antony Blinken with the text saying, "Sir, not just 5 years, even 5,000 years are less in your service," another user posted a picture of Pakistani author Muhammad Hanif's book, A Case of Exploding Mangoes, and captioned it, "We need mango crates in Asim Munir's aeroplane." Another was, however, appreciative of the military junta's quick service and wrote that Pakistani's military junta just awarded dictator Asim Munir a 10-year extension in 23 seconds, faster than ordering Albaik's fried chicken. This country is fried either way, and the dictator will deep fry too. Now, the amendments to the Pakistani Army Act of 1952 were swiftly approved by both houses on Parliament on Monday despite fierce opposition, and are seen as a part of a broader effort to ensure continuity within Pakistan's military leadership. Previously, the appointment, reappointment, or extension of the heads of the armed forces was limited by a mandatory retirement age of 64. Now, with this change, the age restriction has been lifted, and the tenure of the chiefs of army, navy, and air force have been standardized to 5 years with the possibility of further extensions. Reacting to this, former ambassador of US to Afghanistan, Zalmay Khalilzad, said the government's move is aimed at prolonging the iron grip of the military and crippling the country's judiciary by adding subservient judges. The consequences will be the continuation of General Munir's damaging policies, resulting in more polarization, instability and violence, less freedom, even more brain drain, and a weak economy. But there were serious questions too. Now, Pakistanis are not okay being ruled by a man of questionable intelligence. One Twitter user wrote, "So based on the final paragraph, does this mean that Asim Munir will be in control until his last breaths? Don't you young people feel a sense of anger over having your destiny and future decided by an older man with a questionable intelligence? Now Pakistan is finished." For many people, the most significant aspect of the legislation is its implications for General Asim Munir, who under the new law will remain in command now until 2027, which is well beyond his initially designated retirement of 2025. This marks a departure from the past practice where extensions were typically granted through political negotiations, which have often sparked controversy. Lieutenant General Omar Mahmood Hayat, now retired, said on Twitter that the way this parliament is going, it will soon pass a bill that even elections are counterproductive to democracy and that this parliament and government should remain in office for 10 years. Political analyst Arifa Noor asked important questions and said, "Has any government representative, minister or otherwise said in a public statement that the extension is now off the table?" Former Pakistani diplomat Maliha Lodi too weighed in and said that the Pakistan parliament has now been turned into a rubber stamp. Government officials, however, have defended the amendments, arguing that they were necessary to bring stability and predictability to Pakistan's military leadership. Defense Minister of Pakistan Khwaja Asif emphasized that the government had carefully considered the proposal before introducing it in Parliament and highlighted the support it had from the ruling coalition. He also pointed out that many constitutional positions in Pakistan have a set term of 5 years, and this amendment was in line with that standard. Now, the extension of the military tenure coincided with other key legislative changes that bolster the power of Pakistan's military and judiciary. Alongside the Pakistani Army Act of 1952, which was amended, the Parliament also passed legislation to increase the number of judges in the Supreme Court and the Islamabad High Court in an apparent effort to reduce backlog of cases. This amendment has prompted a chorus of disapproval from opposition figures and critics who view it as a power grab by the military. Former Prime Minister Imran Khan's party, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf or PTI, led protests in the parliament with lawmakers accusing the government of bulldozing the legislation without adequate debate. PTI also shared a message from Imran Khan on Twitter asking people to take to the streets. They said, and I quote, "The system of oppression was justified in the assembly yesterday. A world record was set by passing the law in 4 hours without any debate. How are democracy and justice buried? Yes, there is an attempt to capture the Supreme Court," the post read. This is Debdutta for The Print. Keep following us for more such news.